Welcome back, Money Navigators. Today, I want you to really lean in, because what I'm about to tell you isn't just another money tip. It's a wake-up call, a storm warning, a desperate cry echoing from the financial graveyards of countless middle-class families. You've worked hard, haven't you? You've studied, got a job, maybe even a promotion or two. You're not lazy, you're responsible. Why does it feel like no matter how much money you make, you're still stuck in the same place? Why does it feel like you're sprinting on a treadmill, going nowhere? We're ripping off the mask of the biggest scam of all, the illusion of middle-class comfort. This isn't a rant, it's a roadmap. And by the time we're done, you'll never look at your wallet, your paycheck, or your life the same again. Let's dive into the 3 silent traps that are quietly devouring the middle class from the inside out. 1. Consumer debt. The smile that bites, you see the signs everywhere. Buy now. Pay later. It sounds innocent, harmless, even helpful. Voice says, you deserve this. Just swipe the card. Life is short. You'll figure it out later. But let me tell you the truth. That voice is a liar. It's not just a suggestion. A siren song. Seduction that's luring you straight into the jaws of financial slavery. That plastic rectangle in your wallet. A credit card, it's not freedom. It's a leash. A leash that tightens every time you use it without a plan. At first it feels like power. You swipe and walk out with a brand new phone, a fancy dinner, or that sleek new sofa. But soon, the statement arrives. $1,000 owed. Minimum. Do just $3.5 so you pay it, and guess what? You feel responsible? I paid on time, you tell yourself. But what you don't realize is that behind that $35, the interest is already multiplying, compounding, feeding. It's a beast that doesn't sleep. The average credit card interest rate in the US is over 20%. Think about that. If you carry a balance, that $1,000 item could cost you $1,200, $1,500, or more. And it only takes one missed payment, one job hiccup, one emergency, and now you're underwater. And here's the worst part. It doesn't just cost you money, it costs you peace. You wake up in the middle of the night wondering, can I make rent? What if I lose my job? How did I let it get this far? This is how millions of middle-class families, smart, hardworking people, become modern-day slaves to interest payments. They spend decades serving banks instead of building wealth. So, what's the solution? It begins with brutal honesty. Make a list of every debt you owe, every credit card, every loan, every dollar. Face the beast. Don't hide. Because you can't defeat what you won't confront, then tackle the highest interest debt first, aggressively. That's your fire. Put it out. Use the avalanche method or the snowball method. Just don't stand still. If you're deep in the hole, consider consolidation, but be wise. A lower interest loan may help, but only if you commit to changing your habits. Otherwise, you're just rearranging furniture on a sinking ship. And let's be clear, credit cards aren't evil, but they must be used as tools, not toys. Set your own rules. No credit card purchases unless you already have the cash to pay it off. Period. That's not being restrictive. That's being free too. Housing the dream that drowns you now. Let's talk about the second trap, and this one. This comes disguised as the American dream. Your home, your castle, your pride and joy, but for far too many, their home becomes a financial prison. Let's be real. Society sold us a fantasy. You haven't made it unless you own a big, beautiful house in the suburbs. With granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, pool in the back so we stretch, we borrow, we max out our budgets. Why? Because we want to impress people we don't even like. We think we're building legacy, but we're building a cage, a larger mortgage, higher property taxes, maintenance, insurance, HOA fees. Suddenly every dollar you make is spoken for. Your house, rich, and life poor. I've seen families who can't go on vacation for years because all their money goes into their dream home. I've seen parents skip retirement contributions to keep up with their mortgage. I've seen marriages crumble. Under the pressure of keeping up appearances, This is not the dream. This is a nightmare, wrapped in granite and crown molding. So what's the escape? It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. Live below your means. Buy a home you can afford, not the one the bank says you can afford. Banks approve you based on maximum risk, not your long-term peace of mind. Before buying, ask, can I still save, invest, and breathe with this mortgage? Remember this truth. A smaller, affordable home where your family laughs together is infinitely more valuable than a mansion full of financial stress. Size doesn't build memories. Peace does. 3. Unplanned parenthood? The joy with a price tag. Now, let's talk about something deeply personal, children. They are blessings. They bring joy, love, and purpose. But they also bring expenses. And when those expenses are unexpected, they can crush you. Let's be honest. Few things in life are more financially jarring than becoming a parent before you're financially ready. Diapers, formula, clothes, strollers, cribs, car seats, pediatrician visits, daycare. The list never ends. Many families enter parenthood with hope in their hearts and chaos in their budgets. They think we'll figure it out. But babies don't wait for your promotion. Emergencies don't pause for your raise. And suddenly, that fragile middle-class budget shatters under the weight of reality. And here's the real danger. When you're unprepared, you start compromising on everything. Health, education, time, opportunities. Parents take on more jobs, more stress, less sleep, and still fall behind. But this isn't a call to avoid children. It's a call to plan, to prepare, to step into parenthood as a warrior, not a worrier. If you're not yet a parent, start saving now. Build an emergency fund. Learn about childcare costs in your area. Understand the medical expenses involved. Study the tax implications and potential assistance programs. And if you already are a parent but caught off guard, you're not a failure. You're just in a fight. Like all fights, you need strategy. Sit down with your partner. Rebuild your budget from scratch. Cut what you can. Delay what you must. Look into flexible spending accounts, tax credits, government programs, and most of all, community. You're not alone. Every dollar you plan today is a tear you save. Tomorrow? Now take a deep breath. You've just looked into the mirror of middle-class life. You've seen the polished surface, the cracks beneath consumer debt, housing overspending. Unplanned parenthood, each of them not evil. But each one, if left unchecked, can dismantle everything you've worked for. And the saddest part? Most people will never see it coming. They'll follow the script, work, earn, spend, borrow, upgrade, repeat until one day they're 55 years old, sitting in a house they don't own, with no savings, drowning in regret, asking, not you? You've seen the truth and now you choose. You can walk back into the illusion, or you can rise, not with fear, but with clarity. Start small. Pay off that first credit card. Cancel that unnecessary subscription. Downsize that home. Start a college fund. Create a budget. Seek knowledge like your life depends on it, because it does. Remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to sleep at night without worry. Freedom to spend time with your kids. Freedom to say no to a toxic job. Freedom to choose your life. So, choose it. Be bold. Be different. Be free. Because financial peace isn't a myth. It's a choice. And today, you just took the first step. If this message stirred something inside, you don't let it fade. Share this video with someone who needs it. Hit that like button so YouTube knows this message matters. Drop a comment. Which of these traps hit home the most? Let's build a tribe that talks openly about money, not just silently suffers through it, and subscribe to Practical Wisdom, where financial transformation begins with truth. Until next time. Don't just work for money, make money work for you.